Hey Bill.
Yeah, Paul.
How are you, mate? Welcome to Cwmythig Hill.
Thank you.
You obviously saw the hype from EnduroGP.
I saw that from Paul Bolton announcing that he was racing, so I was like, I need to be part of that. He can't be having all the fun.
Vets, super vets.
Are you favourite for a super vet, or have you got some competition?
Honestly, I have no idea. I've not been doing much research, to be honest, but I'll give it my best shot. That's all you can do. It's a bit dusty out there. Have you walked the track yet?
Not yet. I need to go and have a look. Well, not that I remember it, but I'll...
Getting late, isn't it?
Busy. I've had a busy week, but we're here. That's the main thing.
So, word on the street is that you're riding EnduroGP.
Hey, what street you been hanging out on?
No.
No, that's the plan. 6th to the 9th of August.
Yeah.
EnduroGP Wales.
I'm glad
See
you
you
remembered
there.
that date.
Tickets out now. No, I'm happy. Are you riding?
No, I'll be commentating. It was unreal last year.
Yeah.
I got Garcia stuck in a bog. I got Verona pinned to a Harris fence. It was all going off. And obviously now, this year, we've got the two Brit boys here as well, Freeman and Holcombe.
Oh yeah, they were both
fit.
injured last year, weren't
both
they?
injured last year.
Even more reason to come and watch.
And we've got you.
You've got me. You've dragged me in as well. Don't know. You obviously need some wheelies through the pits or something, do you? Don't know if you're allowed to do that, Mr. FIM, if you're watching. I won't be doing that.
But obviously, Joseph came to the Super Enduro, you know, your Super Enduro World Champion again this year. You saw how important it was, and we all felt the love from the EnduroGP scene. You know, how important is it for you boys to flick the switch on different disciplines? You know you're not going to come and win, but it's going to be mega for all the other races that you do. It's mega grounding for you. It's mega for the fans as well to engage and everything else. So what made you decide to come?
Well, all of that really. To be honest, there's not a lot of negatives to it really. Like, it's just nice to be part of. I think we need to events of that size, and we need World Championship events here in the UK. It's good training, 2 long days on the bike. You know, that's one thing I think the EnduroGP guys don't really get credit for, is how long and gnarly the races are. You know, like so good training from that side, good for kind of speed training, concentration, and just a good weekend out. Like I say, haven't raced many races in the UK, obviously, with just having a busy winter and getting ready for baby arrival and all of that. So just felt like I'd missed a lot of that didn't give people many opportunities to come and hang out, see me, say hello earlier in the year. So it all just kind of made sense really that and I'd seen the last couple of years, obviously done a handful of EnduroGP races in the past, and really enjoyed every one of them. Like, I enjoy having something to learn and get better at. That's like a big factor to me, is I want to improve.
Well, you're a biggest critic to yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I want to put my best foot forward at everything I do, and actually, like, if I'm being completely honest, my last EnduroGP, I don't feel like I did that well at. The last 2, I was kind of like last minute, we'll just go and do it. And
was that Italy?
I've actually only ever done EnduroGP in Italy.
Yeah.
Done 3 rounds in Italy. So the first one went really good. I did pretty good. I had a podium in E2, and I can't remember where I came overall the first day, and then I got a banner stuck in my wheel in the middle of a test on the second day, and lost like a minute in the test. So that was a shame. And then the next 2, I just kind of turned up and winged it. One was the weekend after Esbjerg, and I was at the workshop in Italy, and I had a knackered wrist at the time, and I went and had a scan at the Red Bull Centre, and they're like, okay, no, you need surgery. So
not from mountain bike.
My plan may or may not have been from a pump track. So anyway, we were like, okay, we'll do the next round of the Enduro World Championship, then we'll sack it off and get surgery. And there was a weekend in between. I was like, oh, everyone was at the workshop getting EnduroGP bikes already. I was like, where's that race this weekend? They're like, in Italy. Yeah, literally. So then I went, that was to a mechanic, and I was like, well, I've got nothing else to do, and then I'm sacking the rest.
Like you said,
I'm sacking the rest of the year after this. So tiptoed into Fabio's office and said, "Can I do the race this weekend?" I think this was the Tuesday or Wednesday, and he just started laughing and said, "What bike will you use?" I'll just use my bike from Esbjerg. It'll be fine. So literally, that was the 2-stroke, and then I did it again in San Remo, I think, the one on the beach.
Oh, I remember that.
And again, that was also I was. Can't remember the full story, but I was driving a camper back to England, and it was on the way, and I pulled in and did that. But that said, I don't feel like them 2 showings. I put my best foot forward. Like I said, I don't expect to win or even be on the podium these days. I think the level's got higher since that time I was on the podium, but I wasn't satisfied with how I did.
But the right race,
No,
the right race
yeah.
with the right sort of tests and stuff would suit you a lot more as well. But coming to this one
Yeah,
in Rhayader, this is a different story, isn't it? With that grass.
This grass is. So last time I raced on that grass was 2016.
Is that right? That's what I was going to ask you next. When
And I was getting beat by Clubman.
Yeah.
That was my first year doing enduro.
Yeah.
Hadn't seen a grass test before, and it was wet. Field was wet,
Yeah.
and what a mess I made of that day. But
Isn't it a funny thing? But
Oh.
how much did we learn? Because we obviously were both. You were world champion in the West series, weren't you?
in
At
we did
Treff.
Treffley, yeah.
And
Treffley
how
was-
much did we learn them 2 days?
No, it was
It
good.
was unreal. I actually
I
learned.
think it's 3 days that race, to be honest.
Was it 3? Was it?
I'm pretty sure it's 3 days.
Yeah.
Is Treffley
Three.
3 days? Anyone know?
You know, I used to.
Anyone in the audience know?
I actually used. Does anybody think that I can ride for 3 days?
No, Treffley was sick. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, I actually also was not that happy with how I did at Treffley, to be honest.
Yeah, but we were learning.
No, we were learning a lot, and I've also think I've changed a lot as a rider since then as well, to be honest. But I just enjoy it. It's something new. I like riding a motorbike in any conditions, and I like testing myself in all conditions. So why not? What's not to love?
Absolutely. Yeah. So, Bill, just to all the younger, I'm going to go a bit more hard enduro style. Yeah. How important is it to learn to ride fast? Because I get so many people coming on training schools and things. These are obviously older guys and whatever, and get questions off younger lads. But for Romaniacs, for example,
Yeah.
you've got huge distances between the next
Yeah.
hard stuff.
I think-
and you don't need to be bracing yourself on all that stuff. You need to be riding fluid, don't you?
I think the speed part of hard enduro is massively overlooked because it's something that's changed a lot in the last few years. Like, I think kind of back in the early years,
Slow, steady.
you'll know, and without being too disrespectful, you've seen the difference. I mean, you were still there when it got
It was
really
fast.
fast. No, at the beginning you were there when
Yeah.
it was more just get from A to B, and,
Yeah.
and the most technical rider would probably do the best. Whereas then you were still there at the end when the speeds got really high. And
Yeah.
I think it's the sections of Romaniacs where literally are like a special test for 45 minutes
And
an hour
fun.
period of time, and you got to think on an 8-hour day or a 7-hour day. I don't know the number. How many corners? How many corners do you go around?
And how tight you might be holding.
And if you're efficient at every one of them, you might save half a second. But if you're doing 1,000 corners in a day,
Yeah.
it's maybe it's not 1,000. I don't know.
Oh,
How many corners do you reckon you do in a day?
Four.
Romaniacs?
Imagine just one downhill. Just one twisty downhill, an easy one, bronze class.
Well, it's
level
true.
is
Probably do
so
1,000.
many.
So
Yeah, easy.
it's the efficiency part of it, which I think is overlooked by a lot of
Yeah.
people. But it makes a huge difference. And then even qualifying races and everything like that now, the speeds are so high. If you're not almost comfortable with wringing its neck, you're not qualifying well, so you're not starting the main race in good positions. Like it is so important. I think so beneficial, which again is another reason why I'm happy to come and get involved.
Last question. We need to go on what this test. How hard was it to learn fast coming from a trials background?
Massive. I can't tell you the amount of trees I hit in 2016. It's a big change. There's a lot to almost unlearn about riding a bike.
Mm-hmm. Like the feel coming out of turns, you're constantly breaking traction and you're trying to control it.
And even just, like it's such a different thing. The bike's so different. The weight of it, the power of it is so different. And I could go fast quite easily, but I was not in control whatsoever. So it's the control part and learning,
Carrying
brake
speed.
early, carry speed. I had a lot of good people helping us, back then. I spent a lot of time with Paul Edmondson, and he was just trying to slow us down. And yeah, look, I enjoyed learning. I enjoyed the struggle almost to just figure out how to get better, how to improve, what I needed to do to improve. So no, pleased I stuck at it and did the hard hours then to get to clear of it and enjoy it now.
Yeah, and flipping riding the wheels off these bikes for fun and for a job as well, like some kids are all aiming to.
Yeah.
Billy, thanks so much.
What date's this race again?
It's the 8th and the 9th of August.
6th.
Cwmythig Hill.
One more question. 6 and 9.
He knows me in numbers. I cannot remember numbers.
You just gave something else. a bit of a download.
Yep.
So you've lived and breathed and seen.
Yep.
Every World Cup tackle in this last
Yep.
year. What's the end for? And what's the difference between Saintswell?
Yeah.
Going like, just give them a bit of a download.
Are we actually going? I thought we just rode on
Yeah,
the
there's a
roads.
going. There's a lot.
Going.
Okay,
There's
now.
bits of going. It's not mad, but there's a couple of bits.
Ah.
I believe Garcia got stuck on the going once as well, a little bit. So how do you want me to say? So
This is what you're letting yourself in
Yeah.
for. And if you do a bit of wet weather, dry weather, because obviously we've got
Okay.
two fucking super dry years.
yeah, we're
But
gonna get.
how is it going to mix it up? If
Yeah.
some of those tests last year were wet, what's he in for?
Yeah. Well, Bill, EnduroGP, you're in for an amazing ride round. We've got 3 perfect tests, plus the super test at the beginning to shake it all out at the beginning. And then don't forget the bogs. You need to do a bit of practice
Bogs
on some
training?
bogs training,
Yes, I've
lean back.
Been a little bit since I've hit a bog, but I spent a lot of my childhood ragging through a bog on a trials bike, so I'm quite keen. I'm partial for a bit of bog hopping.
And these things react way different to a trial
Yeah,
bike,
I mean-
to a bog. Then you're going to jump over to Saintswell, where that track on its day has some of the best traction on the planet. The test out there, the extreme test, some really techie downhills that you're going to love that test for sure. But then the opposite side of the mountain, do not underestimate how hard that track is, as in fatiguing wise.
Yeah, I'm sure.
When I rode bits of it, I had to keep stopping and having a little shake in my arm.
I'm sure. Like, it's just, I mean, I'm not worried about it, but it is a different fitness to be, doing that. But yeah, excited for the challenge.
It's like that fully commitment thing, isn't it? Where you ride, let's say Romania, actually riding blind most of the day, but this,
Yeah, that's
you're
the
rehearsing
thing.
stuff, aren't you?
I'm one thing I really want to try and improve is my test memory, because
Yeah.
previous years I've been terrible at that. But these guys, that's one thing I have so much respect for, is first lap. They just know it. They know their marks, and they're 110% commitment from the first lap. So
Yeah.
for anyone that is coming to watch or has never been before, like, that's one thing just to remember, is like, when we go around for the first lap on Saturday, all they've done is walk that test. They've
Yeah.
not rid it before. Like, just try to take in how impressive the speeds and stuff that they're going, because it is impressive what those guys do.
Yeah, and if you say that, then it
I've
really is. And that's what
So
Garcia
much
said.
respect for these guys, like, so much. I honestly think, like, we're considered all these extreme gnarly, and our races are hard, don't get
Yeah.
me wrong, but just knowing how long and hard and physically demanding these days are,
Yeah.
I remember every time I finished an EnduroGP day, I have been knackered
Yeah.
at the end of it, like completely knackered.
But anyone at the top of the game will always respect another discipline, because they know the full ins and
true.
outs to get to the top where you are, and the likes of Garcia is. And when Garcia was at the Super Enduros watching you, he was just like, wow, how has he hit that log and ended up over there? And I just love the mutual respect from all these high-end athletes in this sport, especially two wheels. It's just nuts. So you can remember the date, because I'm struggling with it. Where do you need to be?
6th to 9th of August, right here, Cwmythig Hill. Events going on from here. Get your tickets now.
Cheers, guys.